What's up, cannabis community? My name's Ashley Likes Plants, and I'm here today to take you on a tattoo tour because you know what? I started making TikToks recently, and I did one with just a few of my tattoos, and it blew the fuck up. Like, hundreds of, not hundreds, but like, it's got over 100,000 views. Super proud of it. It was just supposed to be funny, but I think people really dig my tattoos, so I figured I'll make a whole YouTube video about it. But first, I'm gonna take my first bong rip of the day. Bong's starting to look really rough. Waiting for some resolution to come in the mail. Really needed at this point, but cheers, guys. Oh yeah, this bitch is clogged. Alright, so I'm going to attempt to go in chronological order, but honestly, I have no fucking idea which ones happened when at this point because I just don't. So, the first one is this guy here on my thigh. So, if you are Irish, you probably understand what this is. This is an Irish claddagh, the hands holding a heart with a crown, similar to my claddagh ring that I'm also wearing. So this basically, if you can see it, you probably can't in this camera, but I had some self-harm scars here. So this is a tattoo that I completely designed for myself to cover up those scars and just to kind of be a little bit of a memory of, you know, what I got through and everything. So I originally was just going to do the hands and all this with a band around the back of my leg, but I pussied out on the band because the back of your thighs is supposedly really painful. So I had my artist draw up a frame with the Celtic triangle on it, and I love that. And I also was going to put some choir lyrics from high school around it, but I changed it up a little bit, so I never went there. But the words were going to be "Through darkness and pain and strife, I'll sing," because music was a really, really big part of my childhood and my teenage life, hence the treble clefs in there instead of a heart. So yeah, that's that. My second one, I want to say, okay, ignore this because I don't want to talk about it yet. This one I think was my second one, but I only got it, my legs are hairy, I really should have shaved before I did this. It was just black and gray until like last month. I got it done as a Friday the 13th tattoo. The guy that did it was really fucking weird, and yeah, so moving on. Third one, I think was this one. This one is another one that I also just had colored in recently. So it started out as just the cat. The cat was another Friday the 13th tattoo. It was just, it was supposed to be just a black cat, but the artist Joice Wang, she offered to do like shading on it for me. So I said, fuck yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Well, dummy me decided to go back to the shop a few months later to get some stripes added to the cat because my cat's name is Tiger. I love him. Had the stripes added, honestly looked like complete fucking garbage. So when I just had this colored in recently, I had her black out the cat. Honestly, I like it way more. So at the same time that I had those stripes added, well, backing up, this is technically by 3 different artists. So actually, no, 4 if you count the stripes. So the cat was done, then the stripes, then I had the outline of these flowers done, and then I went to go back to the same girl to get them colored in, but she just took really, really, really fucking long to get back to me, and I was impatient, so I went to my normal artist and had it colored in. So this is literally 4 different artists' work in this one little tattoo. The same time that I got those stripes added to my cat, I also had this quote done on my chest. So I'm sure it's backwards for you, but it's Latin. It says, "Cogito ergo sum." So the philosopher, I'm sweating. I'm a sweaty person. I'm sorry. Just deal with it. So the philosopher Descartes, or Descartes, however the fuck you want to say it, he was a French dude. Basically, it means mind over matter. I think, therefore I am. I learned it when I was going to community college. I was in, was it my counseling class? Yeah, it was my counseling 2 class. The teacher just brought it up, and I fucking fell in love with it. I think mind over matter is such a big thing. My home life growing up was not great, and I think that if I let my head get into the negative space that was my home, I think I would have been dead. Like, I probably would have killed myself. So it was mind over matter. It was me thinking that this is not the rest of your life. You're going to come out of this one day and you're going to be better. So, cogito ergo sum. This was also done by the dude that did the stripes. I brought him a printout of very dainty, thin, beautiful cursive, And he literally put the stencil on me and then said, fuck it, and did his own fucking handwriting. I don't know what the fuck this squiggle is here. Like, I hate it. I honestly hate it. This is a tattoo I am gonna get removed when I can afford it, and then I'm gonna have it redone, because I still want it. I just really hate that the guy fucked it up really bad. Moving on. So, I don't know what my next one was, but I also have another one that's a cover-up. So the cat was a bit of a cover-up, and then this dagger. So, I will insert a photo of the original dagger if I can figure out how to do that. Honestly, I'm not super good at this whole computer video thing. But the original dagger, the tip of it is here, so it was just like a triangle point, and then the handle is here. So it was about here to here. It was very small. Another Friday the 13th tattoo, went to a really, really, really reputable shop. All proceeds were going to the ASPCA. I said, yeah, fuck yeah, that's awesome, let's do it. It literally looked like a fucking prison tattoo. It was the ugliest shit I've ever gotten done, so I went to my normal tattoo artist. I said, hey, can you clean this up? She said, girl, no, we need to cover it. So now I have this badass thing that I love way more. I get compliments on it all the time. Fuck yeah. Next one. So I'll show you the two on my back. I don't know if, I think the neck one was first, and then the one on my shoulder. So this is my neck tattoo. I really hope you could see it. This is the mark of the Kirin Tor. If you're into World of Warcraft, you got me. If not, it's a video game thing. Move on. The next one. So this one started as, what do you know, another Friday the 13th tattoo. It was just the butterfly, which was fire. I loved it, but then I just wanted to kind of progress on it and make it bigger. So I went back to my usual tattoo artist, Masha, girl, I love you. If you ever watch this, you the shit. She added everything else on it. So 2 different artists there. They were done at the same shop though, Heirloom and Manville. Love them. My favorite is this flower, honestly, because that color, those lines, it's fire. She did such a fire job. I love her. Next. I don't have any, so I don't have any on my torso or anything like that. They've all been smaller parts of my body. Oh, my turtle! How can I miss my turtle? I'm definitely not going in order at this point. Sorry. So this is my grumpy turtle. I love him to death. This was also done by Masha. Hurt like a motherfucker. This area was extremely painful. So basically, my uncle lives in Florida. There's a story behind this one. Some of them are just like, fuck it, let's get a tattoo. This one has a story. So my uncle lives in Florida. He is like right on the beach. He's part of a sea turtle preservation society. So, when my fiance and I were just dating, we went down to Florida to visit him to do the whole Disney thing. And he took us with him to his sea turtle preservation society meeting. And we watched a turtle lay eggs on the beach. Like a sea turtle though. Like, Google a sea turtle next to a human being. They're fucking huge. I watched this massive 400-pound animal climb up on the beach, dig a hole, lay its eggs in those hole, and climb back to the beach. Then the next day I went back and saw where it laid its eggs. It was magical, honestly. Like, if you can see a sea turtle up close, do it. Please do it. Don't ever fucking disturb a sea turtle nest. If I find out that you did, I will come to your house and I will find you and I will kill you. Don't fuck with sea turtles. But if you can ever safely and respectfully watch one lay eggs, please do it. It was amazing. Grumpy Sea Turtle was born out of that. I literally just told my tattoo artist that I wanted a turtle tattoo, and this is what she drew for me. I love his face. People always tell me it looks like the stone turtle from Finding Nemo. Lit. We love that. Next. I don't know if I want to just go to... I'm gonna do the big one last. So I think the only one that I have left is this one on my wrist. Okay, alright, I don't know. There it is. Alright, so it's a candle with 13 and it has a moon on the bottom. This one actually is my most recent tattoo. Friday the 13th. I went to a shop, I sat down, honestly I was bored, but also because I am a witch, I am into witchy shit, as I say. So the month before this was a full moon, it was a super moon, it was everything. I'm sorry, I just spaced out. It was a full moon, it was a super moon, and then it was also Friday the 13th. Was the previous Friday the 13th. I was at work, I couldn't get a tattoo. So I waited until the next Friday the 13th, which was pretty fast. We had 2 of them right in a row this year, or last year technically. So I went and I got it. I got my witchy tattoo with 13, which is my favorite number. It's always been my favorite number. It has a moon, it has a candle, basically just my little representation of me being a witch. Moving on. All right, so this is the one that I think got me all of the clout on TikTok. That and probably just because I wasn't wearing pants. I mean, I'm wearing underwear, I'm on a long shirt, whatever. Men are weird. But I think that this is the one that got me all of the likes and views because honestly, it is a work of art. Now, before I show you this, I'm going to tell you the story about it. So, Joice Wang, the one that did my little cat originally, she is really fucking famous now. Like, Google her. Unbelievable artwork. She is an amazing human being. Funny as fuck. Sexy as hell. Amazing personality. Unbelievable artist, dude. Unbelievable. She used to tattoo famous people. She's in Manhattan now. Like, I met her when she was working at this little tiny shop, and then she blew the fuck up. And then, I had the privilege to get tattooed by her again for free. Free. So, I follow her on Instagram because, I mean, duh, she's amazing. I see that she posts a giveaway with another artist that does work similar to hers, very, very realistic floral, animals, bugs, things like that. So I said, oh, fuck yeah, if I can win a free tattoo, I'm absolutely going to try to do it. I love Joice. I've always wanted to get tattooed by her again. Honestly, I just can't afford it because of her caliber of work is not cheap. So literally all you had to do to enter this contest was take a photo of the part of your body that you wanted to get tattooed, send it in an email, and then just give like your basic personal information. Bitch, I won. I literally, when I got the email back, I was shaking. I was freaking the fuck out, like, unbelievable. So immediately talked to them, booked a date, took the time off of work, went into the city, spent like $100 to get into the city because I didn't realize it's really expensive if you drive into the city with the tolls and the parking, but whatever. So fucking worth it. Go to the shop, it was Joice and then Mark Wade. Also another unbelievable tattoo artist. He's also in the city now, so if you're on the East Coast, I highly recommend going to see either one of them. At the time, he was living and working out of Texas, but he was visiting New York, so it was like a special thing that I was getting to be there for this collab. So they have something drawn up for me. I get to the shop, I do all the paperwork, and then they come over, they're both super excited, really, really nice, big smiles on their face, and they show me what they had drawn up on the iPad. And I looked at it, and I was happy with it because it was beautiful, but I was like, I just thought it was going to be a little bit more floral because that's what their specialty is. And they told me, they were like, your face was not one that we ever want to see a client make. So apparently, like, I definitely can't. I don't have a poker face. I was not disappointed by any means. I loved what they had. It was just not what I was expecting it to be, which was fine because it turned out amazing anyway. So they go back and they're like, okay, but just so you know, if you add anything, it's probably going to add some more time on. I was like, honestly, I don't really care. I'm here. I paid the money to get here. It's up to you guys. As long as you guys are cool with that, let's fucking do it. So they said, all right. And they went back to the drawing board and they added a little bit more, came back and showed me. I said, fuck yes, that's amazing. I love it. Let's go. So they set me up and then they told me both artists were going to tattoo me at the same time. All day. In one shot. This tattoo was going to be the size of my whole thigh, and Mark had to go back to Texas, so it was literally that day or it wasn't getting finished for a really long time. And if you know me, I can't leave something like half done. I'm super like, I don't want to say OCD because I don't know that I actually have OCD, but like if I see that something's out of place or not finished, it just really like really grinds my gears, you know. But so I said, you know what? I'm going to put my fucking big girl panties on today. We're going to do it. They're live streaming during it. They're having a blast. We're all having a good time. I've had tattoos before. I was prepared for the pain. But when I say you cannot prepare for the pain that I went through, you literally cannot. After a certain amount of time, I understood why tattoo artists do tap out sessions, because your body physically goes into shock. So I was uncontrollably shaking. I was crying. I was just cursing them both out at this point. It was miserable. So many times I'm literally just sitting there like just sobbing and they're like, man, I feel really bad. I think we should stop. And I was like, no stopping. So, I mean, we took little breaks here and there where I can get up and stretch, things like that. We had some food because it was literally, it was 12 hours. Like, it was all day. There was an Australian man that offered me half an oxy, so that was pretty cool. Didn't help, just made me tired and cranky, but drugs from strangers, I guess. He saw me sitting there the whole day and was like, hey, little lady. Can't talk in an Australian accent, but he literally called me little lady. And was like, you're really going through a lot. Like, I've been here all day and I've been watching you. Like, here, if you want this, you can have it. I think you need it more than I do right now. So naturally, I took it. But so yeah, that's the story. Since I went and got it touched up, that was a 3-hour session that I could easily withstand. I mean, it still wasn't fun. I was sitting there like, why am I here? But it was really cool to have the touch-up done and then not be in agonizing pain because I could watch them. And when artists do work like this that's really realistic, they literally do it as if they're painting. So they do one layer, then another layer of color, then another and another. Like, it was just mind-blowing to see how it all kind of comes together. So I'm going to show you guys now after keeping you in suspense for some time. I mean, if you're on my TikTok, you already saw it, but I want to give you a nice, like, really good look today. I will also say I posted this to Our Tattoos. It got 8,000 upvotes in an hour, and then it was fucking removed by a moderator that clearly just had a stick up their ass, because then they wouldn't tell me why it got removed. I couldn't post on Our Tattoos anymore. I was very angry. I've since been allowed back into the community. I still haven't told me why I got banned or why my photo was removed, but whatever, Reddit, whatever. I've moved on, clearly. All right. So, this is it. So originally, if I'm not mistaken, this was not here. This rose was not here, and then I believe this stuff. So I want to say it was just her. So they added that in after the fact, but to get in real close to see all the details. I should have moisturized before this. So her head's got this unbelievable flower. They did this really cool, like, kind of almost abstract thing with the color in the backgrounds. How they cut it. But I want to get in on her face. Because literally, like, each strand of hair, you can see her eyelashes. The eye being red was something they added during the touch-up, but honestly, I love it. And then just the way the black and white contrast at the bottom is it's unreal. And it costs like $8,000. So at the end, I was like, so being that we've been here for 11 hours today, how much would each one of you charge for a full day session like that? And they're like, both of them, $4,000 easy. So the fact that both of them did it at the same time means that I technically had 22 hours of work total with a dollar value at about $8,000. This is worth more than my car. It's worth more than my apartment. But I fucking love it. I wouldn't change it for the world. I'm so proud to have this work of art on my body because that's literally what it is. It's an absolute work of art. That's how I see all of my tattoos. They might not all be super meaningful. They might be really on-the-fly decisions, but they're all works of art. And eventually, one day, I'm going to be literally covered in them, like Angela Mazzanti, but I'm too broke for that right now. Someday. But all right, so that was my tattoo tour. Thank you guys for coming. I really, really appreciate it. I got a pretty good influx of new subscribers within the past week or so. I don't know if you're coming from TikTok. I don't know if you're coming from my Instagram, where you came from TikTok. I don't know if I somehow started popping up on the YouTube more in search results or whatever, but I am living for it. I love you guys so much. I really appreciate when you like my videos, when you leave comments. I love responding back to you. I love interacting with people in this community because you're all amazing. I will say, so if you DM me on Instagram, please say something other than hello, like ask me a question or say, hey, I saw you on the WeTube, because when I look at my message requests lately, it's a lot of weirdos from TikTok that have now come to my Instagram. So I've just been deleting the message requests, but I do scroll through, and if there's anything wow, really sweaty all the time. If I see that someone's like saying, hey, what's up? Or hey, like ask me a question or saying something different than just like, hi, hello, you're sexy, hello, beautiful. Like, I'll talk to you. I want to talk to you. It's just hard. honestly, you're better off leaving a comment or something, because I do interact with comments a lot. But anyways, thank you guys again. I hope everyone's doing well with this whole coronavirus situation. I know it has everyone down in the dumps. I am living my best life right now because I'm really an introvert, and my job is heavy customer service, interacting with people all day, every day. So me and my brand new Switch that I bought from my friend for $150 have been living our Animal Crossing dreams the past few days. This is great for me. But I do know a lot of people are out of work. People are sick. People are dying. It's a really fucking shitty situation. I'm home from work. Right now I have one more week. I decided to take 2 weeks unpaid leave. My job gave us that option. Just because I was really starting to get nervous. I don't want to get sick. I don't want to get the old man that lives across from me that takes care of his disabled daughter sick. I don't want to get my family sick. I don't want to be sick. So I wanted to take a little bit of time. I wanted to relax a little bit because I was starting to like vomit in the morning. I was getting really sick. I was getting very stressed and very sick. So I wanted to take some time to just relax, do me, kind of absorb everything that's going on in the world right now, and come back refreshed. And hopefully, you know, just feeling a little bit safer in my job, feeling safer with what I'm doing on a daily basis, feeling safe around patients, feeling safe that I'm not going to infect patients or vice versa, or whatever. This shit is crazy, and I feel it. I bet everybody else feels it. We're all in the same boat. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're taking care of yourself. If you're not, smoke a bowl, watch some of my videos, come over to my Instagram. Honestly, go on my TikTok, because I act like an idiot. I act like a total idiot on TikTok. But yeah, I'll make you smile. At least I'll try, okay? So, that was a really long outro. I love you guys. Stay lifted.